From rivalry to new revival. This is the story of sexual exploitation and family breakdown that has tattered the destinies of many children in Uganda. I was in Buikwe district for some time, and this is the shocking story that I saw many children face in their quest for uncertain future in this district that hosts the source of River Nile. From rivalry to new revival, let us start the journey together again.
From rivalry to revival. The story about sexual exploitation and family breakdown in Buikwe, Uganda. Buikwe is located about 70 kilometers east of Kampala, the capital city of Uganda, a country in East Africa. Buikwe is situated between two of Uganda's major urban centers, that is, Kampala on the south, and Jinja in the north. Lake Victoria and River Nile, on the northeast, while Mabura Forest is on the western side, along Kayinga district border. Therefore, because of this approximate location, amidst major attractions, the district attracts a significant population of mostly low-income earners who cannot afford living in the nearby expensive cities. Most of the low-income earners in Buikwe are elderly women, single younger mothers, and out-of-school teenagers, and unemployed youths, among others. Many young girls drop out of school because they cannot afford to pay the expensive school fees, the requirements by the good schools, which are found mostly in urban centers. Yet, the nearby schools of which requirements are affordable, do not provide relevant quality education. The young girls end up being caught between the devil and the deep blue sea until when doom becomes a reality.
Abakulembeze mu district ye Buikwe bakoze okunoonyereza ne bakizuula nti abazadde bennyini ennaku zino be basindika abaana baabwe okukola obwamalaya.
After the young girls have dropped out of school, they are often at a high risk of becoming prey of sexual exploitation predators.
Guno bakukomye ate era njagala n'okulagira ab'obuyinza mu kitundu kino aba poliisi n'ab'obukiiko bakolera wamu okulaba nti tukola operation okuziyiza n'okulwanyisa omuze guno.
They risk acquiring HIV/AIDS, other sexually transmitted diseases, unwanted pregnancies, early motherhood, abortions, and sometimes lose their life.
Naddala abenfuna entono okulaba nti no bafuna omukisa guno ne bafuna obujjanjabi obw'omutindo ogwa waggulu.
Men that sexually abuse these girls, in most cases deny responsibility. At times they disappear. Eventually, the victims of sexual abuse are rejected by their own families. In most cases, young girls end up in forced marriages. They become cohabitants in abusive and polygamous relationships. Some of pregnant girls that successfully give birth dump their newborn babies to whoever it may concern. Others throw these newborns to their grandparents in the villages. Then, they move on to big cities to look for petty jobs. Some young mothers that choose to take care of their babies rent single-roomed houses in smaller towns. They mostly survive on one meal a day. They live a life commonly known as single motherhood. Most of these single mothers dropped out of school without any acquired skill. They are therefore not needed in the job market. So, giving sexual favors to men becomes their main source of income. Reports have emerged claiming that some mothers have sexual affairs with men, while their children are onlooking and eavesdropping. Children from such homes are affected by serious psychological problems and have got dangerous life-dominating addictions. Children that get exposed early to adult sexual behaviors get addicted to negative sexual behaviors, pornography, masturbation, drug abuse, and excessive consumption of alcohol, among others. Children that are neglected by their parents suffer from hunger, severe malnutrition, child labor and other abuses. Those that are abused by their caregivers flee from their homes. They run to big cities like Kampala and Jinja, where they become street kids. These abandoned children are traumatized and are at risk of dangerous illnesses. Traditional witch doctors also tend to manhunt these children for blood sacrifices to appease their gods. This is a common practice in Buk Nijar, a region in Buikwe district. One of the major rivals of education is sexual exploitation. It is a serious consequence, attributed to abject poverty. Now, what is the solution? How can the locals navigate out of this monstrous trap?
After observing all this mess and hopelessness that faced many children in Uganda, especially in Buikwe district, Councillor Wilson and Mrs. Rose came up with a solution. They mobilized the citizens of their village, Miss India, in Buikwe Town Council. They together came up with a resolution to a solution, and it is now called New Revival. What is it? Let us explore more.
Mr. Sabar B. Wilson and Mrs. Rose Narbar Turnzi, Michael Mugoyer, together with key citizens of Misindi village in Buikwe Town Council, came up with a resolution to a solution. What was this solution? Make quality education available to all needy children. So they set up a school called New Revival Nursery School. Two years later, they added a primary section.
The Bible says in John chapter 3, verse 16.
Then begun mobilizing resources to sustain the school. They enrolled mostly children of the victims of sexual exploitation. They aim at ensuring that these children stay in school, complete their studies, and get jobs to live quality lives. Children in New Revival Nursery School come from broken families. Mrs. Cardinaux is one of the beneficiaries of New Revival Nursery School. She is a peasant farmer in Buikwe. She is a mother of 5 children. Her low income cannot keep these children in school. The school therefore supports her in school fees. Children in New Revival Nursery School come from broken families, divorced or separated parents. Over 70% of children live with single young mothers that dropped out of schools. Others live with their grandmothers because their real mothers dumped them. To address the root cause of the problem, the school is registered as a charity, community-based organization in Buikwe district. In that capacity, it is able to engage community members in mindset and behavioral change programs. Through integrated community-based approaches, the school engages with various government departments, non-government organizations, faith-based groups, counselors, peer educators, home-based learning, offline and online campaigns to influence positive change. Please join us by sponsoring the education of at least one of these children in need. When rehabilitation of victims of sexual exploitation is applied, rivalry becomes revival. Revival of hope. Renewal of dignity. Rebirth of prestige, and restoration of good life.
Wow, now this is not the end of the story. In fact, it has just begun. When you come to the ground in Buikwe district, almost all of these innocent children are still on their own. The need is immense, but they only require your least contribution, at least $1 a day, Or you may choose to donate $30 a month for the education of these young ones. Please contact Wilson, Rose, or Michael, the promoters, for details on how you can support this program. Above all, these children are expectant to see you in Buikwe, Uganda, one day. See you.
To be learners of new revival. We are lucky to be learners of new revival. New revival, nursery and primary school. Buikwe.
Sponsor a child, change a life, and make the world a better place.